Hi there, welcome to Faith and Foundations. I'm your host, Lakeisha Faison, your favorite North Carolina realtor and your favorite homegirl, here to share practical tips and biblical inspiration for your real estate journey. So today, we're tackling the topic that's a game changer for so many first-time home buyers: down payment assistance programs in North Carolina. Whether you're dreaming of buying your first home or helping someone else do the same, this episode is packed with insights and resources to help you take the next step toward home ownership. And because we ground everything here in faith, we'll reflect on Proverbs 24:3. That'll be our reflection scripture today, which says, "By wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it is established." Let's gain some wisdom today to make the dreams of home ownership a reality. So, what is down payment assistance? So, down payment assistance programs are really designed to help home buyers cover the initial cost of purchasing a home, like the down payment and sometimes the closing costs. So, these programs are typically aimed at first-time home buyers or low to moderate income families, sometimes specific groups like teachers, veterans, or even public service workers. In North Carolina, the good news is there are several options available, whether you're buying in a city like Raleigh or even a more rural area. So we'll break down those in just a moment, but first let's talk about why this exists. Home ownership is one of the biggest ways to build generational wealth, but for many, saving up for the down payment is like a huge barrier, and it makes you feel like I will never own a home. So this is where these down payment assistance programs come in handy. They make owning a home more accessible and help you get one step closer to achieving that dream. So down payment assistance programs in North Carolina. So here's a few. So one of those is North Carolina Housing. It's the First Home Advantage down payment. This one is great because it offers you $15,000 for first-time buyers and veterans. But I need to explain, it is a deferred forgivable loan, meaning you do not have to pay it back as long as you stay in the house for at least 15 years. It's perfect if you're ready to settle down for long term. Then we have the Home Advantage Mortgage. So this provides a fixed rate mortgage with up to 5% of the loan amount and down payment assistance. It's also available for first-time buyers and repeat buyers. And again, this assistance is forgivable after 15 years. But if you sell or refinance earlier, you may have to repay a portion of the down payment assistance. Now, there are some city-specific programs, such as Raleigh offers a home buyer assistance program. It's zero interest loans for down payment and closing costs. Durham does the same thing. They provide funds to help buyers make their homes more affordable. So, and then there are also national options. So I'm sure you've heard conventional loan, FHA, USDA. So FHA is one of the loan types. It works well with local assistance. So for all these programs, there are many more. We will probably be on this podcast for hours talking about all the programs that are available. But for all these programs, there are eligibility requirements. So there are some income limits. There are home price limits. Some of them will require you to complete a home buyer education course. But don't let that stop you. Don't let the paperwork intimidate you, because at the end of the day, your main goal is you want to purchase a home. And a lot of these down payment assistance programs will be a great benefit, especially for those that have some money, but they feel like they don't have enough. And I will tell you, a lot of these first time programs, they want you to have at least a 640 credit score. So you don't have to have an 800 credit score or 720. The magic number is 640. Now again, that your debt to income ratio still plays a part in this. However, if your credit score is up to a 640, then maybe you and I should talk. Shameless plug. we always ground everything here in faith. So navigating the process with faith. So buying a home can feel overwhelming. I've done it, so I speak from experience, especially when you're navigating the extra steps involved in applying for assistance. But here's where our faith has to come in. So again, our base scripture today was Proverbs 24:3. It says, "By wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it is established." So this reminds us to approach the home buying journey with prayer, patience, and preparation. So again, we have to pray for guidance. Before you make decisions, also take time to seek God's wisdom. Ask Him to guide you to the right programs, people, and the right opportunities. And then you also need to ask Him to guide you in the right place to stay, the right area, because sometimes He calls you out of something that you're familiar with. So maybe He's calling you to move to a new area. Anyway, the next step, prepare for the process. So I need for you to gather your documents. These are documents the lender will need to help you get approved for those programs. Meet with a trusted realtor. Shameless plug. Call me, and then let's educate yourself on what is required. So general paperwork, your tax forms, your W-2 if you are a W-2 employee, bank statements, because you got to know when you apply for a mortgage and somebody is wanting to give you money. Look, they're going to track your money. And if you got a whole bunch of money in a sock drawer, don't just go deposit that money into the bank, because they're going to want to know where it comes from. Okay? So please keep that in mind. And then next and always, everything with God is timing. So we still have to, even though I want you to buy a house yesterday, we still have to trust in God's timing. So if it feels like things are moving slow or they're not going according to plan, always remember that God's timing is perfect. So He is aligning everything for your good. We always quote Romans 8:28, that He makes all things work together for the good of them that love Him. So if you love Him, then He's going to make it work for you. It might not be today. It may not be 6 months from now. It took me 6 months to a year before I was actually ready to put pen to paper to buy a house. So again, I want you to buy yesterday, but I also don't want you to be in a rush. And what we will do is wait on the timing of God. So if you are ready to explore down payment assistance in North Carolina, here's what to do next. You can do a little research on your own. So you can visit sites like nchfa.com to learn more about state-specific programs. Talk to a lender. I have a great one that not only does these programs, but the firm that she's with, they have a lot more to offer as well. So most lenders let me put this disclaimer. Most lenders are familiar with these programs, but because of the paperwork, some lenders don't want to work with them. So contact a trusted realtor first, and the realtor can hook you up with lenders that don't mind working with these down payment assistance programs. Also, again, during the process, there's going to be a home buyer education course. Some programs require this, some don't. So just keep that in mind, that you may have to do that. So I hope this podcast helped you today. And just remember that down payment assistance can be game changers. They can help turn your dream of home ownership to a reality. And I'm going to put a pin right here, because I've had clients that have used this program and they actually walked away from the closing table with money. So I'm telling you, if you do not have what you would like saved up, there are options to help you get into the home. When you combine your practical knowledge, your research, with the wisdom and guidance that comes from God, you're setting yourself up for success. Not just in buying a home, but building a foundation for your future. Again, thank you for joining me on this episode of Faith and Foundations. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who's dreaming of buying a home. And don't forget to follow me on YouTube or Instagram. You can find me at Homes by Keisha. I always try to share tips, encouragement, and resources for faith-filled home buyers. So until next time, keep the faith and keep building your foundation, both in your home and in your life. Be blessed and stay grounded.